Oh, we're rolling.
Yeah.
We're recording now. Is this what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, tonight on our very first podcast, man, it's hammer time with Thor Ragnarok.
But not the kind, what is it? This is Idiot Proof. We're talking all things Thor Ragnarok tonight, the new movie released last weekend. I've seen it twice. You saw it this afternoon.
I saw it once.
And it's fresh in my mind.
It should be as fresh in my mind, but
Yeah,
I
you took
totally
notes.
forget. I took notes. I forget things, man.
That's all right.
Yeah. It's these delicious beverages.
Yeah, we're here at ETX Brewery talking about Thor.
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
The third installment of the trilogy,
Yep.
if you will. The best of the trilogy, I think.
In my opinion, yeah, totally. Like the first two were, the second one honestly was didn't do it for me. Like the first one was good, a good standalone for his character. The second one wasn't that great. I didn't like it. But this movie is incredible. It's a reboot of the character.
Yes.
Sorta. It was kind of a reboot. Like they didn't, not a whole new actor, but for the character, they cut all of the ties from all the stuff they had set up before, and they just told this brand new story.
I thought it was great. It was especially coming after Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man, and it's very fun. It's very playful. It's got a good storyline. It keeps you in the crowd interactive. At least the movie went by like that for me.
Yeah, it was a 2-hour movie, the full 2 hours. There's two what we call in-credit scenes.
Post-credits.
Post-credit scenes. But man, it didn't feel like 2 hours. Like I had so much fun. And one of my friends said it the best. He said this is the most fun I've had in the theater in a long time, and that's true. For me, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was so much fun, and as
Really cool.
a few years ago, Volume 2 was also so much fun. But this one, man, the jokes per minute, I saw it a second time so that I could get all of the stuff that I missed because I was laughing the first time.
This film is directed by Taika Waititi.
Yep.
Waititi. He directed movies like Eagle and Shark.
Eagle versus
Boy,
Shark, yeah.
Eagle versus
yeah.
Shark. Boy, and What We Do in the Shadows, which I'm not familiar with any of his work.
I haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows, but Eagle vs. Shark is a hilarious movie.
Is that
It's got Jermaine Clement in it from Flight of the Conchords.
Okay.
And
I know he had something to do behind the scenes of the Flight of the Conchords show.
Nice, I'll have to look into that.
movies.
I didn't know about that. That's cool.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor, yeah.
Yeah, I could be totally wrong.
You may be.
But fun fact, though, he's also an actor.
He's an actor / comedian.
Correct. So
Yeah.
he has surfed the multiverse, if you will,
I will.
between Marvel and DC.
Yep.
So obviously you directed the Thor Ragnarok, but he was an actor in a DC movie. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
What?
Take a guess. Can you take a guess?
What movie he was in?
What he was
DC movie?
Yeah, DC movie, as an actor.
I'm gonna guess a Batman movie.
No, think lamer. Think more horrible.
I don't know.
Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh man.
The one that nobody talks about.
We all try to forget that movie, but Chaz brought it back up, so we're gonna talk about it.
I did, man. I'm bringing it back, dude. Bring back the Lantern. That's not a Justice League without the Green Lantern.
# bring back the lantern.
Yeah, bring back. Yeah, greens and yellows on the greens. So at this point, you've got Loki, who has turned into Odin from
Yep.
Thor 2.
Yep.
And Loki has been Odin this entire time. So
Yep.
Thor comes back, and there's
Totally
a
knows.
big Rocky
Yeah.
Balboa
Oh,
statue
yeah.
in the front
Oh,
with the
yeah.
big horns. And so he knows something. There's something amiss.
Yep.
And he walks through, and there's a group of people doing a play on how Loki has saved mankind, saved the entire universe.
Like Thor is a secondary character to the hero Loki, which
Right.
is like you said, saved the universe,
Right.
saved everything.
And
Yeah.
the cameos on the stage, which it took me a second to
Yeah.
I'll recognize the voice first, and I'm like,
Yeah.
who is this? So you have as Odin, Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
Odin.
Yeah. Which we haven't seen in a long time. Where's Sam Neill been?
I don't know. He hasn't been doing Jurassic Parks.
No Jurassic Parks for him.
Or Event Horizons, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
Maybe he's just been waiting around to do, like, I just want to be part of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, somehow.
Maybe, like, I don't know, some other big comic book company was like, we want you to do this. He's like, no.
Yeah. I'm holding out.
I'm holding out for second-rate Odin. Let's see. Luke Hemsworth, the oldest brother.
Oh, the oldest. Okay.
He's the oldest brother of the Hemsworths. He played Thor.
Played Thor, yeah.
Which was really cool.
Yeah.
And he was on Westworld.
That's right. He was on Westworld. He's that security guard or whatever you want to call him.
Right. I forget his character's name on Westworld.
Right.
But which is kind of cool because Tessa Thompson, who's Valkyrie, she was on Westworld first season. So
That's right.
That kind of mixed it in. Yeah. So that was really cool. And then obviously Loki is none other than
Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Yeah. Which I'm sure Jimmy Kimmel loved. I'm sure he loved that cameo. Yeah. Now we're moving on to the villain of the film, Hela, which was awesome.
Kate
and
Blanchett.
I really wanted Kate Blanchett, but I really wanted there to be like a Hela, like a Rihanna throwback. I don't know.
Just in the back,
Hela, you know, something like that. Just I don't know, because it's such a fun movie. I think that would have worked.
I don't. That they made it like I don't know. They just like water washed her.
Yeah.
Whole villainous and just.
That's true. Because she was pretty badass as a villain,
She was
man.
really badass. And
Like-
you know what? Her look. She was very. What is it?
Goth.
That too. Short, goth.
She's the oldest sister that we didn't know about in the Thor family.
Yeah, they didn't even know about it.
They didn't even know about it. Loki and Thor had no idea about their older sister, which was used as an executioner that Odin tried to cover up for years, for a long time, which actually successfully covered up because like nobody knew about it. Yeah.
And then banished her, and then she tried to get out. And the Valkyrie came. And
the Valkyrie, shut her down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
which a lot of the Valkyrie were lost in that battle.
Apparently, except for one.
Except for Valkyrie.
Yeah, but they didn't say exactly how she was saved.
They never explained that. She apparently there's some sort of backstory that we are going to find out later, maybe that she touched on very briefly, and then shut it down. Like, we didn't hear more about any more about it. So
shut it down.
Yeah, and then she became a drunk and was living on Sakaar. Sakaar. Yeah.
Her intro to the movie is great. She comes in this badass fucking plane or spaceship.
Yeah.
And the bridges come out and it's just going on forever.
Right.
And she's just Otis from Mayberry.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. It's awesome.
She comes out, he's mine, and just falls off the
literally, falls off her awesome little walkway
catwalk
that comes out, just falls right into the trash. She stands up, and both times I saw this movie, I did the same thing, which was, because she stands up and smashes her hand in a dead animal. Yeah, like a tauntaun type animal. And her hand goes in there and it's all over her hand. She's like, she doesn't wipe it off or nothing. She just kind of, she just kind of goes on, Yeah. And she's like, he's mine, I'm here for him.
Right.
And they were about it.
But she's definitely got a backstory I think they're going to embellish on.
Yeah.
Back to Hela.
Yeah.
Overall, I think she was great. One thing, she has all this power and these powers, and she just destroy whatever. But a lot of swords, man. There's a lot of
lots
He-Man
of
swords.
Lots of spears, appearing.
That's all she did was sword everybody.
Yeah, right.
Thor and Hela.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I got this. No worries.
Yeah.
Hammer throw. Catches it. He's freaking out.
Yeah.
Poops himself a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
He's like that. It's impossible. That can't happen.
Gone.
And then just obliterates his
hammer. Quite unique. It was made from this special metal from the heart of a dying star. And when I spun it really, really fast, it gave me the ability to fly.
You rode a hammer?
No, I didn't ride the hammer.
The hammer rode you on your back?
No. I used to spin it really fast, and it would pull me off.
Oh my God! The hammer pulled you off.
Hey man, I'm gonna steal that ship over there. You want to come with us? Just great character. This comic relief in this whole dark movie, because it's kind of a dark movie. It's a dark. The subject matter is pretty dark.
K2SO. Boop, boop.
Oh yes,
come on.
K2SO from Star Wars.
Rogue One.
Rogue One, which is such a great character. Also,
Yeah.
this
That's
character
just
that.
it just reminded me. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
with his humor, it's pretty dry,
Yeah.
but kind of in your face.
Yep.
Fun, lovable.
So fun.
Somebody you just instantly fall in love with.
Oh yeah, like, hey man. And I'm working on the voice. But he's like, hey man, this is my friend Mick. He's got swords for hands. You know, like really good, just really good. Like, and then he throws in that a rock paper scissors joke.
That
you know?
was great.
Which was so deadpan.
Destroy anything unless you scissors.
little rock paper scissors joke for you there. Yeah, no, like just such a great character to come into the MCU. Taika Waititi makes the new Thor movie and creates one of the best characters in the MCU. Like seriously, like he's a hilarious character.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
His toys are gonna fly off the shelf.
Oh yeah.
If not, they'll be used as paperweight because rocks.
Loki, I thought the world of you. I thought we were gonna fight side by side forever, but at the end of the day, you're you and I'm me. And I know maybe there's still good in you, but let's be honest, our paths diverged a long time ago.
Yeah. It's probably for the best that we never see each other again.
That's what you always wanted.
We've seen the Thor and Loki relationship over the past several movies. The Avengers films, the Thor standalones, the first two Thor standalones. Their relationship is kind of volatile. Like it's kind of
It's love,
toxic.
hate.
It's love hate, you know. And however, we learn in this movie that Thor really looked up to Loki, and he says that.
Yeah.
You know. Your thoughts? I'm interviewing Chaz Von Graves.
Oh.
Hey, let's do get help.
What?
Get help.
No.
Come on, you love it.
I hate it.
It's great. It works every time.
It's humiliating.
Do you have a better plan?
No.
We're doing it.
We are not doing Get Help.
Get help! Please! My brother's dying! Get help! Help him! Oh, classic.
Still hate it?
That was great.
I'm not doing Get Help.
Yeah, you're doing good help.
Yeah.
Right. Oh no, that scene and then
Wait, no, we can't just run over that impression you have of Thor. Let me hear that again. What is it? I'm not doing Get Help.
Oh, we're doing get help.
That's really good. That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hulk is going to fight the big wolf. But right now he's Bruce Banner, and Valkyrie's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "You want to know who I am?
I'll show you.
I'll show you." And he has this awesome superhero landing. That's not an awesome superhero landing. He jumps out of the plane, and what happens?
So you think because it cuts back to the Rainbow Bridge where the wolf is, and you're thinking, cool man, he's gonna Hulk out.
He's gonna Hulk
and
out.
He's just gonna slug him in the face and Hulk everything. No, dude, the dude bounces off.
He falls like a sack of bricks, and he hits that Rainbow Bridge.
And he's just, he even looks mad, dude.
You know, he's all like laying on the bridge, and you're like, oh, and everyone's like gasp. The entire theater gasps, like, what just happened? Where's the Hulk? Like,
Which was great because you're not expecting it.
You're not expecting it at all.
And
Yeah,
you're like, okay, Banner's dead.
Yeah. Oh,
no standalone for you, sir.
Such a good gag. I love that gag. And then of course he hulks out and he kicks ass. Yeah, so good.
On a giant dog.
On a giant dog. Yeah.
He's not sponsored by PETA. I don't think the Incredible Hulk. He don't care.
Yeah. No animals were hurt in the harming of the Hulk. No animals were harmed in the making of this movie.
That we know of. We weren't on set.
CG animals were harmed.
Yeah.
Planet Sakaar. The way that Thor is introduced to Sakaar, he's on that little chair, and he's like going through that tunnel.
Yeah, and it's telling you telling him the history.
It's very like Disney World-esque.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
like classic Disney World-esque.
Yeah, what is that? Small World.
Small World.
World's just like terrifying but knowledgeable.
Yeah, right. You're learning. You're terrified while you're learning, but it's a whole learning experience. So he's on the chair, he's locked in,
and it's going faster.
And he's going faster and faster, and
he's
playing,
kind of freaking out,
playing that classic song from Willy Wonka.
Oh yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Such a great.
Like I was geeking out when I heard that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
because it was kind of faint.
But there was nobody around me for me to geek out.
Yeah. Okay. Well. That song
All
is
we gotta
playing.
do is reference
That song is
Hawk.
playing. You're hearing this calming voice explaining where you are and who you're about to meet. And this next character we're going to talk about is probably one of the funniest, like villain-esque characters.
He's very eccentric.
He's
He's not very villainy though. He's more like he's like a nerd who became a dictator.
Yeah.
And he seems like one of those guys who will do anything he can to get out of a situation. Just look at one of the post-ending scenes where he's like, the revolution.
Right.
You know, that just shows his character.
Right.
He's no longer in control, and he's like, hey, remember me? I had a big
He has
thing
no
to do
spine.
with it." Yeah.
He came up with this idea to have these warriors fight, which is a really reminiscent of the Gladiator. You know, like it's the same kind of setting.
Right.
You know, a giant stadium, and you know he found Hulk by accident.
Tessa did.
Tessa found the Hulk and brought him to the Grandmaster.
Right.
And you know, began this big ordeal of the fighting. You
Right.
know?
And he was his grand champion.
He was the grand champion, and like he's the only one that fights from then on, and you know, I guess for a couple years.
And yeah, for 2 years at least. And if so we see as they're in the box of the arena.
Yeah.
Once the Hulk started to lose, they zap the Thor, so he can't do anything.
Yeah.
So that means he's got to win. He's got to keep
he's
his
gotta
grand
win,
champion
yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
That scene.
Yeah.
Loki getting excited because what was being done to Thor, it was done to him back at
Though the same,
Yeah.
you know, like ragdoll
Tony
throwing
Stark's
around.
place.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And just him getting up and just so excited.
Like he's like-
and the Grandmaster looking at him like, whoa,
yeah.
why is-"
Well, Loki jumps up to his feet and he's like, "That's how it feels." That was such a good moment. You know, you feel sorry for Loki, but you also feel like at the same time feel sorry for Thor because he's getting his ass kicked by Hulk.
Right.
But not really, because Thor is so strong. Like he's not the strongest Avenger.
According to the plane. he's not.
According to Tony Stark, he's not the strongest Avenger.
Yeah, he's Point Break.
Yeah, that was a good line. Yeah, he went through all these names. He was trying to figure out, how to access the ship.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Thor of Asgard,
Yeah.
the
He's like-
strongest Avenger.
yeah,
And they're just denying him the entire
Like-
time. Point Break.
Point Break. Yeah,
And
which
then-
is a reference to the very first Avenger film.
Right.
The Avengers is what it's called.
It's called the Avenger.
While this is happening, Hulk is fighting all these zombie warriors.
And he's oblivious as to what the plan is because he
yeah.
wasn't on the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, he didn't know where they're going with this. Like,
And he has a concussion.
yeah, he has a concussion, and
Possibly.
he doesn't know the game plan. So, but Hulk sees another threat, and he's like, "I got to go do my thing." So he, jumps up, which I love that.
Yeah.
That whole just.
And what? Even in the comics and the cartoons, he always jumps the same.
Yeah, yeah. Like he basically pushes off.
Right.
And just jumps right. And so he's jumping up towards Soltar, and Thor's like, why do you always have to do that, you idiot? Like, what are you doing?
He was like, "Would you stop, you moron?"
Yeah, would you stop, you moron? And so he fights him a little bit, jumps back down.
He punches him right in the
He
face.
gets some good blows on
He's like,
Soltar.
"Would you
Yeah,
fucking stop, you
yeah.
moron?"
And so he jumps back down to the Rainbow Bridge, and he's with Thor and Valkyrie, and they're like, "No, let's go," And one of my favorite lines from the Hulk is like, "Big monster," come on, I'm doing my thing. Am I not supposed to kill that guy or whatever? So I love that.
He was
line.
very disappointed he
Yeah.
gets to beat somebody up. But sticking on the Hulk bit with the trailers that come out for Ragnarok.
Yeah, yeah.
So the original trailer, you're excited, and
Yeah.
that's when you see the Hulk.
Yeah.
They're the Incredible
Yeah,
Hulk, and,
right.
and then they're going to collide and they're
Yeah.
going to fight each other. But seeing the other one, the second trailer came out and the same scenes in it.
Yeah.
So as much as I loved seeing it, I felt that later on and leading up to the movie, that if you didn't put the Hulk in there, it would have been awesome. That would have been one of the best surprises.
Oh yeah, yeah. They shouldn't have put it in the trailer.
It reminded me, this trailer reminded me of the Batman vs Superman trailer, where you had
Yeah.
Doomsday in it.
Right.
You didn't need it.
You didn't. Yeah.
Because that would have been a cool surprise.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing the two because Doomsday and Batman vs Superman
Oh
was
my gosh.
fucking weak.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
But with this, that would have been one of those surprises where you're like, holy fuck balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, maybe put the idea in there that
Well-
put Bruce Banner in there.
Yeah.
And if you put Bruce Banner in there, the hole's
Yeah.
gonna be in there somewhere.
Well,
but that whole arena scene.
You didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know that they were going to, make a team or whatever.
No, you did, but
so,
you knew that they were gonna go head to head.
And I heard this story, and we may cut this if we like learn that this is not true. But I heard a story that there was on set the famous line that we all know. That's my friend from work. I know him.
Right.
I said it wrong.
That's
I know him. It's a friend from work.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yes!
On set that
We're
day.
friends from work.
Yes. On set that day, there was a child that was like a Make-A-Wish child, and he was one of his Make-A-Wish things was I want to meet Thor or whatever. So he goes to set, and they're filming that scene, and that kid came up with that line.
Really?
Yes. And so Taika Waititi puts that line in the movie. So that's the story that I heard. I don't know if it's true or not.
If that's a true
But
story, I mean,
that's-
if it is, cool.
We know
let
that
us know in the comments.
we know that Marvel is big on the Make-A-Wish.
Oh,
and
they
they do.
all
If you look at any of their social media sites, you'll see that like Captain America, Chris Evans, and all the Chris's really, all three of the Chris's, the Marvel Chris's, the Hemsworth, the Evans, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh, shit.
What's his name? Chris.
We all know who the Chris's are. We all know that the Marvel Universe, all the actors are involved with like Make-A-Wish and going to hospitals and put smiles on kids' faces, which
Right.
is aces, man.
Right,
That's
it's
really
so cool, yeah.
And that's what you need to do, man. I
Yeah.
mean, they're superheroes on screen, but they can be superheroes in real life.
Right.
And Chris Pratt is probably one of the biggest.
That's the other Chris. I couldn't think of.
Right. He's
Yeah.
probably one of the biggest contributors to that. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
always cool,
Yeah.
man. Stan Lee, another great cameo.
Such a good cameo.
Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna leave that right there.
What?
That's all we're gonna say about Stan
Oh,
Lee.
that's it. Okay. Cool. Favorite scenes.
Your favorite scene of the movie? Go.
My
Or
favorite-
maybe you could do top 2 or top 3.
Okay,
maybe.
I'm gonna have to do
'Cause
top
there's so
three.
many.
I'm gonna have
Okay,
to do
you
top
wanna do
three
top
because like, hold on. I think my favorite scene, I'm pretty sure, is when Hulk jumps off the ship and lands on the Rainbow Bridge.
That is so good.
It's such a funny scene. Yeah, but then my favorite Krog scene was when he was like, "Oh, we can rebuild. There's as long as the foundations are there."
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
Oh
and
no.
Asgard is
Yeah.
done.
Asgard
It's
is just
destroyed.
explodes. Because that what's his name?
Surtar.
What?
Sultar.
Soltar is just obliterating Asgard, right? And then he's like, "Oh, never mind." It's so funny.
So we could build on it.
Yeah,
we could
yeah.
do this, and we could
Yeah.
we could rebuild society and blah 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 blah.
And I think my other favorite scene was when he was like, "Big monster," I think that was a really good line.
Yeah.
So,
I
what are
liked,
your favorite scenes?
Oh man, the first appearance of Hela was really cool because I was kind of taken aback.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
just looks so
Yeah, she
just
looks awesome.
evil and
Yeah.
just I'm gonna fucking kick ass.
Like Kate Blanchett, super hot in this role.
Super hot. Yeah.
Yeah. It took me back to high school when I was into goth girls.
Right on.
For my little brief time of.
I'm still into goth girls.
Yeah. Okay. He's hey, if you're a goth girl.
And you have this outfit.
Yeah. That should be another Ben Affleck movie, Goth Girl. Goth
Goth
Girl.
girl. Yeah. It's Jersey Girl Part 2.
Goth Girl.
Jersey Girl grows up.
Jersey Girl gone bad.
Yeah, grows up. Ben Affleck, not around anymore.
Yeah.
So her introduction into the movie was probably, it was just really
It was a good.
And there was a moment in that scene where it's Loki and Thor, and they don't know what's coming, and it was very subtle, and it was Thor just sitting there with his hammer, but it's that I'm getting ready thing.
Yeah.
Where Loki was just standing there, or whatever.
Yeah.
And as actors, they know what's happening.
And Loki wasn't even in his full costume yet. Remember they had that moment where they
where they switched it over
yeah,
at that point.
yeah.
But them as actors knowing what's coming along, but Thor was there and he had his hammer and he's doing this, okay, let's get ready
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
That sealed the deal. I don't know why, because it was like, dude, we're about to whoop
Whoever
whoever
this is coming through this black portal thing.
We're going to kill you.
Yeah.
That was cool. A funny scene was Thor and Hulk in the room. And
Oh, yes.
he's walking around naked and he's like, Yeah, I can't
That's
forget
in my
that.
brain.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you see the Hulk's ass.
Yeah,
Ladies.
you totally see the Hulk's ass. Yeah. In that same scene, whenever he's bouncing the ball and it hits Thor and knocks him down. That was a good part.
Well, he's trying to break the window to leave.
Yeah.
And another thing with that timing, everything timing.
Yeah.
The beginning of the movie where he's grabbing for his hammer. It's like, oh, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
When he meets Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Oh, great scene.
Which I totally forgot about.
We
that
didn't talk about
post-credit.
that. Yeah.
I totally forgot about the post-credit scene in what was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's Doctor Strange and Thor.
Mhm.
So now he's with Doctor Strange.
Yeah. On Doctor Strange's turf.
Yeah.
Which he keeps switching.
He keeps teleporting.
Yeah, like
And it's
moving
making
him
him
through
sick.
time. Yeah.
And to get him
spills
back,
his beer.
and to get him back, he's all right. Well, don't forget your umbrella, and it's actually his hammer.
His umbrella's the hammer.
and it's just trash and everything.
Yeah.
Just everything breaks.
He's like, oh, sorry.
So that was a great.
That was a good
scene.
moment. Yeah. So overall, how many beers would you give this movie? Let's go between one and 5.
Okay, 1 being what in 5?
1 being not great, and 5 being stellar.
Dude, I'd give it a good 4 beers. I think, because, I liked it just as much as Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it just as much as Spider-Man. Like, I would sit and watch this movie over and over again.
Yeah.
And I think being, like, a big nerd or whatever, I'm sure there's things that I've missed, obviously, through the first viewing that I'll catch on the second one. But the jokes are fun. I mean, it's just a fun, playful, awesome movie. The plot's there. The funness is there. Maybe I had like 4 beers.
Yeah.
I'll do 4 beers. 4 East Texas beers, man.
I would give it 5 beers because I saw it twice for the same reason. I wanted to see it again to catch the moments that I missed because I was laughing. And there are moments you catch on the second viewing that are just so good. But I found myself laughing exactly the same at the same jokes through the movie. And I give it 5 beers.
Wow.
Yeah.
5 beers. 4 beers. That's 9 whole beers, people.
That's 9 beers.
Between 2 idiots that you have no idea who they are. All right, man. So that's it for our very first podcast, Thor Ragnarok. Hope you liked it. Well, if you didn't, all you got to do is skip that button. So, for Idiot Proof, Chaz Von Graves.
Brad Johnson.
And if you're not an idiot, we'll prove that you are.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.
If you're not an idiot, we'll prove that you are.